One, two, three, start. Hello guys, today we are interviewing Aman sir, SD at Scalar and instructor at Scalar School of Technology, and Akanksha ma'am, who is our BSM at Scalar School of Technology.
थैंक यू सर मैम आप अपना थोड़ा टाइम दीजिए दोनों आए हैं पॉडकास्ट में ये अपना हम लोग का फर्स्ट पॉडकास्ट हमारा ही पहला पॉडकास्ट थैंक यू
तो सर यहाँ पर आपको 3-4 महीने से ज़्यादा हो गया है, सो आपको यहाँ पर स्टूडेंट कैसे लगे?
Yeah, it's been a great experience out here, right? Students, one of the brightest students here, right? And they are quite creative. You see it when you're teaching in the class. If it's even if it's a new concept, a bit tough concept, they get it in one go. And the amount of curiosity they have, unmatchable.
थैंक यू सर थैंक यू सो मच
I
सर
was not talking about you guys.
नो वी आर एसोसिएट यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट अस
आकांक्षा मैम, आप इतने टाइम से स्केलर स्कूल ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी में हो, आपने शायद हमारा इंटरव्यूज भी लिया था स्केलर में आने के लिए, तो वो एक्सपीरियंस कैसे अलग था फ्रॉम डिफरेंट थिंग्स दैट यू आर डूइंग?
Okay, so prior to this, I don't know if you guys know it or not, I was an assistant professor at a government college. So I switched to Scalar because I felt like this resonates more with me. The kind of curriculum you guys have, the kind of creativity this offers is like beyond expectations as compared to the normal college.
Explain the curriculum of Scalar School of Technology.
Sure. So if you go to a normal college, you will basically go through a bunch of courses that are not relevant to you. You will only get syllabuses like for DSA and that too are of a very mediocre level. However, when you come to Scalar, we have a very different course, I can say, what you actually required in the industry. I guess Aman knows better as he has been in SDE since so long. DSA, that is like the primary requirement for interviews, that is really taught here really well. Bashita sir, who is ex-Snapdeal, one of the best instructors we have. Then we have so many different subjects like discrete mathematics and linear algebra. Now you might think DM and LA is nothing special. All normal colleges have it as well. But our instructor here, who is Pragi sir, again, one of the brightest minds of Scalar, he has involved machine learning and collaborated that topic with LA. That makes it even more exciting. That explains how exciting the course at SST is.
For the viewers, you can even see Pragi sir and Jadid sir on the internet. And sir, actually आपसे हम वेबटेक पढ़ने से पहले मैंने यूडेमी से कोर्स लिया था जिसमें मैंने वेबटेक पढ़ी, बट जब आई स्टार्ट स्टडिंग फ्रॉम यू इट वाज कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट दैट दे वर स्टडिंग. So how that you resonate with it?
See, basically, at the end of the day, concepts are same. It's all over the internet, right? You go and find out the concepts of JS, the concepts of front end. It's all out there, right? But it's about how you resonate with these things, right? How do you understand? It's not, for example, if I just take one line, right? How do you basically understand that well? It's not about my philosophy is like it's not about I need 10 books. I'll stick to one, but I'll make sure I understand each and every word and each and every sentence. What does it mean, right? And that same thing I try to basically transfer to the students. When I teach things, I just keep 1 or 2 lines there, and by the time 1 hour is over, you really go into them. So this is what it means, right?
And I believe what we have here is more of intuition building rather than teaching concepts. What courses you have available on Udemy or YouTube, I believe it is more that you have a problem and this is the answer to it. Whereas what our instructors do is build intuition towards the problem. Like they, especially as Aman said, that आपको problem दिया जाएगा, you are given some time to think about it, and only if you do not come up with a solution or you do not come up with an optimized solution, we'll move on to the solution problem. Otherwise, we take ideas from you all, build the intuition, and then come to the answer.
उससे अप्रोच भी हम लोग की डेवलप हो रही है
Exactly.
Right. So it's not about learning which we are teaching, right? It's about learning how to
learn.
Because the field you are in, the IT field, ever growing. Okay, it's going to evolve a lot. There are things going to come up new and new and new. The best thing you can learn is how to learn. That's it.
सर इससे ही एक क्वेश्चन याद आ रहा है आपने फुल स्टैक डेवलपमेंट कोर्स ही क्यों चुना?
Okay, so I think you mean to ask is there are more fields, AI, ML, backend, front end, right? And many more things, right? So why you stick with the front end engineering majorly, right? And full stack, right? So majorly what I do in my daily job, right, as an SD, I'm more of a front end guy, 70% front end, 30% back end, right? So more of a front end guy, and in the industry, it's known as a full stack, right? 70-30%. So why I stick to it? Basically, when I see the sites, right? When I see how these things are going. It excites me. When I click on a upload button, right, it shows me loading state. Once the file is loaded, it shows me this file has been loaded, right? If it get, and then we got some message there, gets a success. If it is not success, we get some error, right? So all of things just triggers me, right? How this is happening. So UI excites me, and that's why I go into deep of it.
Actually-
And another thing to be honest, it's one of the easiest thing to get started with your career and earn good amount of money. Many people out there have enabled their have made enormous amount of money in terms of money as well as their long career just with the help of JavaScript. Just with the JavaScript, okay? JavaScript, personally.
Why don't you tell them कि SST के pages भी how you have created?
Yeah, basically, I've been from the development side, from the development and from of the scaler. I usually work on the SST, right? The application form. If any one of you go and apply for SST, the application flow, it asks for the detail, then it go for personal detail, all the steps itself. That complete flow is designed by me and the team, right? The retest flow is there. If someone knows, I think we should not go into the technicality, but if you know the graph, right? So there is a thing. Once you reach there, you come back. So retest flow, payment, booking, seat, all of it, right? And now we are still working on it in group, basically V2.
सर बेसिकली हमारे जो क्लासेस होते हैं वो रिकॉर्डेड होते हैं. ये क्वेश्चन मेरा आकांक्षा मैम से है. तो हमें अटेंडेंस क्यों मैंडेटरी है हमारे लिए? Why we have a cap for attendance in school college?
Okay, there are two aspects of it. Generally क्या होता है, there are two kinds of learners, very active learners and passive learners. Active learners are one who really engage in class, who want to go to class and teacher से interact करना है, and that is how you learn better. When you are a passive learner, sometimes ये चीज़ें थोड़ा backseat ले लेती हैं because you have that notion that अभी I can have some fun and later on when I'm in the mood I'll study. So why we have attendance compulsory for most of the classes is that जब तक आपको पता ही नहीं है कि आगे अच्छा क्या होने वाला है, why will you even go? Once you attend the class, क्योंकि attendance compulsory है, आप उस वजह से गए, आप class के अंदर गए, you found something interesting. So अगर एक चीज़ भी hit कर गई, you will sit through the class. Whereas अगर आप passive में हो तो normally हम how do you watch lectures? Properly टेबल बैठ के अच्छे से? No. You lie down कि हाँ चल रहा है बस background में हम लोग देख रहे हैं. However, exactly. But आप जब class में होते हो तो that entire environment encourages you to learn. We completely understand कि some people find passive learning a lot better कि अपने pace पे you are learning it. Exactly. And how much are you scoring, dear?
Let's not talk.
Yeah.
Let's not.
So that is the point of attendance because again, suppose there was a party that you were supposed to go to. नहीं मन करा, नहीं गए. But suppose your friend pushed you to go to that party. Finally you went there and you found something engaging and it was the best party of your life. That's what a class is.
My friends don't take me to the parties.
You have very sad friends. Change
Plus,
them.
the attendance thing, right? The attendance thing compulsory is just to make sure that you learn, right? If you are learning without coming to the classes, that's great. But we hardly find that kind of student. Like one in 100.
एक इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन जो हर 12th पास स्टूडेंट जानना चाहेगा कि अभी इतना दुनिया में आई मीन टेक की रिलेटेड बहुत जॉब्स आ रही है और ऑलमोस्ट 80% ऑफ जॉब्स टेक में ही आती है और 15% बीकॉम रिलेटेड वगैरह जो है या बीए सेक्टर कुछ भी हो, तो इतना हाइप क्यों है ये?
IT. Basically, we also are not that old, right? And you are also younger. So, but I've seen some of the days, like when I was in 8th. So, to give you an example, like to get a certificate, we used to go to basically what do we call it? The offices, used to stand in the queue, get the process done and everything. What tech enables is you go to the site, apply it, and after some days, someone will come to you, or either it will be delivered.
Yeah.
So how
Efficiency.
is it possible? It is possible due to tech.
Exactly.
Yes or no?
Yes.
You see the Amazon, Flipkart, deliver to your house. You don't need to go there, right? You don't. Now you can compare hundreds of products by just sitting at your home. See how much time it is saving.
So this is
If someone is directly getting to it, it's just a normal thing for them, right? But the one who have seen the transition, the older generation can say the same for the phones,
yes.
right? Smartphone, like now you do everything in WhatsApp. In our days, we did not have to. So that thing is, technology enables us doing a lot of things by saving a lot of time, energy, resources, right? So if someone can do that, can save lots of people time and energy, they will be rewarded, right? And you may find many people basically ask this question: why these 20 years old, 22 years old getting these higher packages, even when some of the experienced guy folks doesn't get it. So the reason is that guy can enable this thing, right? Even if they are reducing some time by 2 seconds too much, right? By some ms, it impacts a lot. Okay, it impacts a lot.
So, sir, you are saying that a 12th pass student should choose computer science, opting to other branches.
If he
Okay,
is
compared
interested.
to other branches, again, it depends on. First of all, there is a biasness if I'm talking
Yeah.
about. So I'm more inclined toward the technology. But if I go back, if I just stand a little bit, okay, then I'll say first the student should be clear in his mind what he wants to do or she wants to do, or third person wants to do, third gender wants to do. Right? So basically, it's their up choice. If they are not clear,
Yeah.
okay, and they want to optimize their career, okay, if I'm taking a decision, even if it's wrong, it should not impact my career and other things, right? They want to optimize it, so it's better they choose the IT field.
Exactly.
Correct?
Yes.
If in later stage they find out, okay, I don't like it, they can quit it and go somewhere, right?
Sir, here you are living with us in a hostel.
Yes.
So how's that experience? And even for you being in a girls' hostel, I don't think, by the way, that boys' hostel fun are there in girls' hostel.
I am really sorry I didn't catch your question. Please
I
come
said
again.
that I don't think so. That the fun that we have in boys' hostel, in the boys' floor, it isn't that much of a fun should happen. in
अच्छा
the girls'
ओके
hostel.
ओके हाँ आई डोंट थिंक कि उस लेवल का हो पाता है देयर आर टू रीजंस फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी आर सिविलाइज्ड
What do you mean?
We are too
We are not.
हम लोग इंसान हैं आप लोग इंसान बन रहे हैं ठीक है
Basically, there is some bias.
हॉस्टल में एक्चुअली थोड़े जानवर टाइप बिहेव करने लगते हैं हम लोग।
हाँ ट्रू ट्रू ट्रू
How's boys' hostel for you?
See, I really wanted to have the experience of hostel because I was a day scholar and my friends used to tell me that in our hostel we used to do this, this, this. So, wanted to have the experience and it's a, I know, the dynamics changes when you are an instructor and when you are a student. But still, these are quite good boys. They are quite open up to me, quite frank. So, I'm having the as close experience as a hostel boy can.
Sir, do you think that hostel days are important for a student?
Yes, absolutely.
I think it is one of the best memories that can.
Coming from a person who has never lived in a hostel very important memories
But he knows.
सो
Yeah.
एक चीज़ बता देते हैं अपनी ऑडियंस को कि हमारे साथ हमारे और इंस्ट्रक्टर्स और BSMs भी रहते हैं जिनको नहीं पता है उनके लिए
Yes, we live here.
it's a great experience though that you are living in a duality that sometimes you can be strict and be in an educator wala role teaching the students
We every time look you as straight.
That's why.
I hope this podcast changes.
no it shouldn't it
I
shouldn't.
hope it.
I would love to maintain my strict image. Please do not try to.
नहीं आपकी स्ट्रिक्टनेस एक्चुअली अच्छी लगती है।
Really?
हाँ सही में। किस सेंस में अच्छी लगती है मतलब एक रहना चाहिए ना स्ट्रिक्टनेस वाले टीचर जिनसे डरते भी हैं लेकिन हाँ बाद में कंफर्टेबल भी हो जाते हैं धीरे धीरे।
I wouldn't say I'm strict. Would say I'm disciplined, है ना? And the lack of discipline really.
We are not civilized.
True. So that is the reason. But हाँ बहुत अच्छा लगता है that you can switch between two modes. Sometimes you're an instructor teaching the kids, and immediately just after that you can become their friends. You can actually chat about anything you want, and you can like just play
I
around.
know one thing about Akanksha, my BSM paper doesn't go well, and उसी टाइम आपका WhatsApp पर ग्रुप का मैसेज आता है कि all the best, we will try for next year,
Yeah.
and you give session. That was too good to have.
Again, see, learning is not about just scoring. Learning is about you analyzing कि पहले हम किस स्टेट पे थे और अभी आप किस स्टेट पे हो. I completely understand because DSA is very overwhelming to see that people are doing so well and we are not living up to the mark. We're not able to solve questions, but it doesn't work that way. You should never compare yourself with others because you don't know what the other person is going through, what you are going through. And see, whenever you are learning anything, be it DSA, web dev, anything, just remember the day you stepped into SST, what you had there, and now how much you have accomplished. like you said, कि paper अच्छा नहीं हुआ, not a big deal. Just 4 to 5 questions cannot judge how good you have gotten. That is why we have multiple papers, we have multiple vivas, because we want to give you that opportunity. कि अभी नहीं हुआ, कोई बात नहीं, we can still learn. And again, we have say tremendous hope in you all that eventually आप सब कर लेंगे because you are in the right direction.
So basically, I'm in this trimester teaching you guys web development, and she is teaching you DSA. There is one more subject you are going through, right? Which is a micro MBA. Yeah, taught by Vaishnavi, right? So my question would be this: what do you think it's enabling you, right? What is aim to do, and what you are getting? These two questions you should answer
Yeah.
for the audience.
For the
Yes,
audience.
Aman is here for you.
For the audience.
I'm third by Aman and Aman. Aman's correct.
Yeah, Aman, Mayank,
Answer for
Vinay,
the
and yeah. What?
One and only.
one and only Akanksha Gaur.
सो लेट्स गेट बैक टू द टॉपिक.
Yeah.
सो जब हम लोग यहाँ पे स्टार्टिंग में आए थे, हम में से मोस्ट ऑफ द लोगों का ऐसा ड्रीम था कि आगे चल के हमें स्टार्टअप करना है, ये वगैरह वगैरह. सो जब हम यहाँ आए, हम लोग कोडिंग सीख रहे थे. ज़्यादातर CS जो अदर कॉलेजेस में होता है, उसमें CS में कोडिंग ही होती है मेनली. बट SST क्या डिफरेंट लाता है कि ये एक साइड कोर्स है माइक्रो MBA का. इसमें हम बेसिकली हम सीखते हैं बिजनेस कैसे करना है और पर्सनल ब्रांडिंग, ये सब. तो ये
Enhances our personality.
हाँ बेसिकली.
Yeah. So sir, we are talking about that web development, CSS and many more things like DSA. So how the future of computer science is going where? So where are the future of computer science going according to you?
Well, basically, after 2-3 years, you see something coming up with like booming, right? That this is going to be the future. This is going to be the future. But you
For now it's
cannot
here.
you cannot say that for sure that this is the future, right? You may have seen like blockchain. One or 2 years back, it was like the all hype. NFT, right? Blockchain, NFT, all of this like hype. Then AI tools will do this. Now you see, once it is starting to settle out, it's just making the life easier for the people who already knows the thing, right? AI doing the work, right? Okay. The one who has no idea can build the large scale things. No, the developers who are already there are utilizing it, saving their time, and doing it. Okay.
And money too.
Yes, we have to see what is going to be there, right? None of us can say by
कुछ
this is going to be the future.
मिसयूजेस भी होते हैं, जैसे कि
Misuse will always be there.
मिसयूज तो होंगी.
डार्क वेब नहीं, अपने नॉर्मल
Also one of the
See,
नॉर्मल एग्जांपल लेते
Cheating
हैं.
की बात कर रहा है वो. Let's be very explicit about it.
the misuse will always be there no matter what you have, right? It's just the different way.
कहीं ना एडवांटेज होगी तो डिसएडवांटेज रहेगा ही.
Yeah. Now you see robbery happens with, sir, can you tell us the OTP you received? So as the tech and everything evolves, the people around it also evolves and finds out new difference. About the future, right? About the future, AI and everything is going to be there for sure. Now you see Samsung S24. The difference, major difference you will find out between S23 and S24 is like S24 with AI. There
Sir.
are these things which can do.
I guess but phone are going to die in few years.
फोन है?
Says the person who cannot leave his phone.
Basically, not sure about it, but yeah, you have to wait and watch what is going to be there. The better thing for you, all of you, to be future-proof is to, whenever new things come, at least give some time to explore. And based on what you think, take up that. Right?
So I will reframe this question for you, Akanksha. How you see the environment around you in 2014?
In 2014.
14.
Okay. In fact, day before yesterday only, I was talking to a friend of mine. She lives in Malaysia and she is working as a analyst. And we were discussing about DSA and all. उसका complaint रहता है कि तू पढ़ती रहती है हर time, कुछ काम ही नहीं तेरे पास. And what are you actually studying? बस DSA, उसके अलावा कुछ नहीं. So exactly, तो she was basically telling me कि हाँ अभी इंडिया में बहुत DSA रहता है, लेकिन बाहर की कंपनीज में if you will come, we are focusing more on AI, blockchain, and we have to agree that if we talk about foreign countries, there are leap years ahead of India, I would say, in technology.
Actually, which foreign countries?
New York especially, America.
Developed companies.
USA.
Again, let's talk in a very general sense, not just right now, even before this, when development hit India, there were a lot of things. Suppose आपके कोई बाहर से relative आते हैं, so they had so many fancy devices कि हमारे पास ये चलता है वो चलता है.
Before Flipkart was here, Amazon was already.
Exactly. So she was telling me कि अभी तो यहाँ पर normal delivery एक दिन की बहुत बड़ी चीज़ हो जाती है, वहाँ तो drone से पता नहीं कितने सालों से deliver कर रहे हैं. So my point being कि this sector is like ever evolving, no matter which country you're living in, what matter your timeline is. आप eventually AI पे shift कर रहे हो, but as Aman said कि you have to be smart enough to handle the technology. As you guys know better, hackathons होते हैं आपके, and you are given the full privilege to use ChatGPT. You are given full privilege to use the Copilot mode. पर क्या exactly सबका same बन रहा है? नहीं. Only if you are skilled, you will be able to get work done through AI. That is what I'm seeing.
AI को use करना आना चाहिए.
Exactly.
Prompt engineering.
Prompt
Not
engineering.
engineering, just you should have the contact, like what you really want to do.
Plus, again, it is not just about giving prompts into AI. AI works on n number of models, and if you have to, like, only if you learn how those models work, then only you will be able to handle how AI works. Like, I believe you had this topic of bit manipulation, right? So why are you learning that? Because you want to learn कि computer internally कैसे काम कर रहा है. Similarly, AI has a bunch of models, and only when you learn how those models work, you will actually be able to apply AI. Correct?
Even in this trimester, we have operating system and networking.
True. So, like, किसी भी चीज़ का basics is very very important. Unless and until you have that, you cannot excel in the like ऐसे high level
But
systems.
for the audience, can you make it more fancier? How it look at 2040? That you are waking up, you are seeing something like that.
I really hope that the students of SST are going to be like ऐसे bigwigs. They are going to be entrepreneurs owning many companies like Scalar and like a ton of beautiful projects coming up their way.
We will own scale.
Okay. Let's not talk about that. Moving on.
I come at trimester 2 after Diwali break. I don't attend few classes as I was not adjusting to 9 a.m. timetable because before the classes were somewhere else. But I first time see you on the cricket field
Okay.
playing with me. Let's see how he's our teacher.
So basically, if you see, these are not the normal college. When you have the professor, like, I'm software engineer, right? I am hardly 5 or 6 years older than you guys. That makes sense, right? So when you see me, I play with you guys, right? I have played with all of you. Cricket is like one of the thing which I enjoy. Correct. And with this scene, right? With this scene, you may have noticed also that I relate more. Correct, with the things going around you, because I've just been through these emotions. So all of it you may have noticed. And also since we're closely the industry, so we try to give you as close experience as possible. In the hackathon too, you may have noticed the designs were given you by the designer. The Figma file, you were given a Figma file, right? As it happens in the industry.
मुझे Figma दिया.
Honey was the designer. I closely sit with him and get this done so that you have original thing, right? You even though you try to cheat, you may not be able to, right?
आपने Figma दिया था ना वो वेबसाइट.
Yes.
तो वो एक्चुअली कॉन्टेस्ट देने के आने के बाद वहाँ पे एक नीचे एक टेक रिलेटेड ही कोई था जो उसके साथ कन्वर्सेशन करने के बाद ही पता चला कि Figma बहुत ज़रूरी है एक्चुअली.
Yeah.
हम लोग ने पढ़ा भी नहीं था और हम लोग आज कॉन्टेस्ट दे दिया उसमें.
Yeah. You've used it, you have seen, okay, this is how it works, everything, right? You were amazed by looking at this. Oh, all the states we are seeing, all of it, everything. Huh?
Sir, when you are coming again for teachers?
Let's see. You guys are absolutely amazing, but I have in the next semester you do not have any subject related to that.
सर लेकिन आपका बर्थडे मार्च में.
We will cut the
I'll make sure we'll cut the connection between us, right?
मैम आपका बेस्ट थिंग अभी तक एसएसटी में क्या था?
the best memory.
Best
अभी
memory.
तक.
I guess you guys had this amazing Diwali party. That was the best memory I had because बहुत time से you were all giving contests, exams, and finally you had that moment to let go of everything and have fun.
Sadly, I was not present.
Your fault.
And I was
Annual
present.
party when you were there.
We played cricket, right?
Yes,
A lot
we played cricket. We
We won 3-0 series in the turf. Annual party. He was a meeting.
I bowled well. I took
You
wickets.
were 3-0 lose.
So what is your best experience?
I think this should be the best one.
Skidder Fest.
Because let me
Rise
tell
up.
you guys, prior to this, these guys have come up to me 4 times or 3 times, I don't remember exactly. And again, to
Make
give
sure
them,
you watch SST Rise Up.
to give them a real
Wo
life
channel
experience, I asked them, why should I be there? What is there for me? What you will do, guys? Okay, what is there for me? How you justify my time being here? I was being hard, okay? I'm being a little bit hard, but again, this was the real life experience. When you go there, you start funding and everything, you have to convince people.
We have literally pitched you
Yeah,
3 to
then
4
I
times.
asked-
I have wrote 200 words message in WhatsApp for sir and he said no.
You have to face the world, right? This is how it goes.
Yeah.
But why I'm here? At the end of the day, these are students, right? So, yeah.
I'm a tag along. I was a default person to be here.
So sir and ma'am, at the end, before wrapping it, you can tell us what is your feedback and what are you saying what we should do, all of us 3 answers.
I believe I have been interacting with you guys since day one, and you all have progressed a hell lot. I remember meeting Navneet, Vinay, Mayank, all of you guys in the intake 3, and you guys were flustered with what was going on. The classes from 9 to 9 p.m. and all these backlogs. You were frustrated, but then you were, let's say, transitioning into the next semester.
6 बजे को क्लास खत्म हुई थी.
Yeah, the work you guys have put in is like commendable. You guys were
First
absolutely
attendance
amazing.
100% attendance, sir. Second one, please.
वो उसके दूसरे रीजंस भी हैं.
Okay.
Let's not go there.
And for you, sir.
Suggestions? I would say to not ask, look for suggestions and everything. Try to explore. You are in your early 20s. Try to.
Not even in early 20s.
Okay, late.
Actually, some of us.
Okay, you are too
Early 20s.
Giving yourself time is the best you can
So
take.
I
it
would
to.
say to not look for suggestions. Right.
Okay.
You have taken a suggestion. You are into SST. Right. You know what to do. For 4 years, you have to learn what is there. You have to perform well. Apart from it, explore. Do not look for suggestion. Right? Too much suggestion, but you will do on your own. Right? You will be just some suggestion from here, some suggestion from us. Either you will just make it what do we call khichdi go. Khichdi, right? Or you will not do anything, or you will just be the foundation. So it's better not look for many suggestions. Right? Explore things. You have taken a suggestion. You are now here.
Thank you, sir.
Explore things.
So that's all for today.
Thank
That
you,
was-
sir. And
Thank you, ma'am and sir.
Thank you, ma'am. That was our BSM and instructor for you all guys. Thank you. We will try to meet you again.
Before ending up, let's
Yeah,
Call
Yeah,
them.
guys, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Let's show the importance of coming.
He is
and,
Yash, and he is Navneet. He is
Come
Arpit.
here.
Arpit and Yash.
The time you
This is
took
Yash
to
Arya.
pick up with this
And
name.
I was one of the camera crew, part of the camera crew.
Yeah.
And he's
I was the
Navneet.
part of it.
And here we have another one, Arpit. So
So
thank you guys for watching. It was really nice to have you all.
Thank you,
Good
sir.
job.
Bye.
Good job, everyone.